Razorbacks. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Demon Deacons will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Arkansas's offense will come out first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receiver
coming out aggressively. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Arkansas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whooping!
Whooping, going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Demon Deacons offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over. He got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often. They hit him early. They got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Right on the money. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks.
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Working well behind the sticks on second down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Unloads quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Holds it in on the left. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sideline.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. The give from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to...
Going for it all. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They go to the ground. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29. The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Get it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. The give on the inside. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Razorbacks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Razorbacks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Pulls and fires complete. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry up. Wants to throw it. Wide out trying to get it in.
This is the area of the field defensive.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, Razorbacks! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Shoots his way for more. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's second and 5. Here's the give off the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David.
Intercepted. Looking for 20. Touchdown, Wake Forest. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Hauls it in. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going to throw deep right side. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun. Using his feet to buy time. See anyone open, said, no problem, I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Give to the running back. Jukes his way for more. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Out of the gun to give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. And the missed connection on third down. And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
A strike downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Took a shot as he threw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pocket breaking down. Finds a tight end. There he goes. He's down at the 25-yard line, waning moments of the first half. It is a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. The Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job at pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Going to swing it on second down. He's got the tight end. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And the Demon Deacons will hustle to the line.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Now facing a 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Leaves it with the running back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll run play action. Unleashes one. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Wants to throw again. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And the Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Turning it on! They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
Going downfield for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense set them up with a big play.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
There's the pressure. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. And the Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit.
Well, it hasn't always been that easy for the quarterback. He's been sacked a few times early on, and I don't know if he was expecting to have that much time from the pocket, surveying the field. His feet just never seem to get settled, and I think that's what forced the inaccurate throw and incompletion.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Gets it out quickly. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there, you know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The Razorbacks are on the move. He's got it on the right. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Makes the catch. He did not make it, a stone wall on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pass pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to fire on second down. Pressure coming. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
The RPO, it's complete. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long, ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. The Demon Deacons moving quickly to the line.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Hard running there. Got enough for the first. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Tight end finds a soft spot. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Wants to go up top. It's complete. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. And the comeback is on.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking to the end zone, but the pressure gets there first, and the quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point conversion attempt is stopped. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Wants to go up top on first down. The throw. It's complete to the right. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. Here comes the offense on second down. The RPO fired complete to the left. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Razorbacks are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Looking downfield on first down. They're working that left side. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. They just keep firing. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Looking to throw on first down. Escapes the sack. Finds his big tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. And the Demon Deacons have it in scoring position on first and goal. From the gun. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest. And here they come, almost all the way back.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee.